They must be traveling now. We will wait for 2-3 minutes and then we'll start the meet.
Okay.
Hello. Uh, so I think we will start our meet. Sayed sir is also traveling. He will join soon. Till then we will start our discussions. Hello, Zahur. Hello. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So the presentation is visible to everyone.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So shall we start?
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to this virtual alumni meet organized by Computer Science and Engineering Department (ADCET). It's a pleasure to have our esteemed HOD, Mr. Dr. Suhail Syed sir, the Dean TPO, Sandeep Magdum sir, then Department TPO, Swapnil Kadam sir, the coordinator of this event, respected Mulla madam, and all the faculties, and of course our beloved alumni joining this event. To officially begin this event, I would like to invite Mulla madam to warmly welcome everyone present here.
Thank you, Zahur. Good evening, everyone. Today we stand on a bridge between the past and the present, where the memories meet milestones and the aspirations inspire action. It's my privilege and honor to welcome you all for this grand celebration, the Alumni Meet of the CSE Department. We are very happy to see you all here. We have gathered here not just as alumni, but as a family bonded by shared experiences, challenges, and the transformative journey through this college. As we celebrate this homecoming, I am reminded of a quote that resonates deeply. Success is not just about what you achieve, it's about the legacy you leave behind and the lives you inspire. Each one of you here embodies this sentiment. Your achievements in diverse fields inspire us and set an example for our current students. This evening is a celebration of your success, a chance to reconnect with friends, and the opportunity to relive cherished memories. It's, it's also a platform to bridge the gap between our past and the future. On behalf of CSE department, all faculty members and the staff, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for taking the time to be here. Once again, a warm welcome to all. Thank you. Hello. Uh, so we will move to the next agenda item. When Sayed sir will join, he will continue with the departmental progress. Till then, we will start with the departmental placement summary by our departmental TPO, Professor Swapnil Kadam sir. Kadam sir.
Yeah. Good evening, all.
Good evening, sir.
Though I can't share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just check if you can.
Still not.
Yeah, now you can share your screen.
Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Good evening, all. I am Swapnil Kadam, TPO coordinator of CSE department. I am reaching out to you on behalf of our department to give brief summary of placement status. Till now, this year, 37 students are get placed in various MNCs like Accenture, Zensar, Hexaware, KPIT, Quality Kiosk, Atmosis, Real Software, Hathi International, and yet more MNCs are in pipeline like Cognizant, TCS, etc. Our college training placement officer, Sandeep Magdum sir, HOD Sayed sir, and Executive Director Kanai sir, taking lots of efforts for bringing various MNCs in campus, also providing internship via MOUs. But I want appeal here that we will progress in placement only when alumni will give us valuable insights, share experiences, and link with juniors for their placement journey. And we're looking forward to your positive contribution in expert lecture, mock interviews, internship for juniors, and be associated with our department. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for presenting these achievements, which inspire us to aim higher. Moving ahead, I now invite Professor Sandeep Magdum, sir, the Central TPO, to update us on the current placement activities and the broader efforts being undertaken at ADCET.
I think Magdum sir not yet joined.
So then we should proceed towards the discussion forum. Let's begin the discussion with the most talked about topic of 2024, impact of AI and automation on job roles in computer science engineering. We are honored to have experienced alumni to share their experience. First of all, we have Mr. Datta Patil, a senior technical architect at Synechron India with an impressive experience of 19 years in the field. Then we have Mr. Srimant More, a product security analyst at Hack1. Then we have Mr. Tahir Nazaf, a senior software engineer at Nitro Infotech. I would like to ask Mr. Datta Patil to begin the conversation.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's nice to connect you in this forum. And nice to see you all. Good evening. My name is Dattatreya Patil. I'm working in Synechron India from last 18 plus years, and I am performing senior technical architect and working mainframe technology in card industry domain. So we'll discuss in high level on this AI and impact of AI into automation industry and this IT industry. So first of all, we'll just give the overview of the AI. So AI is altogether in layman language we define. It's ability to make a decision and action based on the given info. So this terminology is not new. However, if we see last 5 years or 10 years, this AI concept has been, evolution, all that. But it is not actually as a new concept. It was invented in 16th century by John McCarthy from US, and ultimately it got, into the picture from last decade. And now it's one of the kind of a fourth revolution in the IT industry or overall industry. So this is a overall high level overview of the AI. So yeah, AI itself contains artificial intelligence. So intelligence that is the aspect of the human which is differentiate from other animal kingdom. So that's that it differs that we have intelligence which is very separate attribute in the humankind. Okay, so intelligence which need to be automated and that need to replace the human intelligence and that through the technology. This is called artificial intelligence. So if you see, but the time by time the industry has been evolution and emerging technologies are coming on. The speed of the technology increasing, this new concepts has been, it's very less. Earlier it take a long time to invent any new kind of technology and aspects, but now it's very very often, like very fastly increasing this emerging technology. So AI is going to big impact in the human nature and technology. So what is the advantages of using the AI in the upcoming days? So it will reduce the human error efforts, and it will increase the productivity, innovation, security. These are the advantages for the using the AI in the future. So when we come to the advantages, so there will be disadvantages also. So the main thing is any error in your programming or any error related to the AI application, it will kind of disaster. You think in that perspective, like the kind of country in India, if Tesla car, which is self-driven car, is going to have some error, what will happen? So these things are disadvantages. Also, it as intelligence has been shifted from human intelligence to the technology or any programming application, so it will definitely reduce the human natural thinking power, or because we are expecting the same from the machines. So definitely for students, if they were going to use the AI and for the thinking and innovations, if they use instead of using their brain, if they are totally dependent on this kind of technology, definitely there will be some loss to the human nature. So, impact along with that, if you see what will the impact. So it will come to the impact. So there will be you can see like whenever there is opportunity, there are different challenges also. So one opportunity came, it will come with the challenges. So it will not impact actually the jobs, but it will impact some categories of jobs. So when we say the category jobs, so one job is cut down, so definitely it will come the another opportunity also. So how AI will emerge, or how AI will evolve in the future. So currently, if you see the different applications are using that AI, for example, natural language processing (NLP). Say, so we oftenly use the Google Assistants or Apple Siri. So for the voice. Mm, for a voice, or you can say the similar assistance from this application. So we have this machine learning also. Okay, machine learning algorithm which has been used in the data science, which has been implemented in Facebook, YouTube, and ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is one of the emerging applications, which is going to differentiate the uh, in the future, like how people is going to use it, because it all depend on how people, or how human things are going to change in the future. Because if you see the 10 years back, everybody was not used to have these smartphones and all that, but now all the categories of the people are very handy. They have using this similar kind of uh, technology, like smartphones and all the internet-based applications. The similar way AI will impact in the future. So currently, most of the application has been used here, where US has been implementing this Tesla cars with driverless cars. Then medical diagnostic also, medical field also having using these applications. Then now, robotics has been installed in the some big industries like mechanical industry in the assembly line. So then, digital creators, if you see the industry like which is related to movies and music, so digital creators has been increased a lot to use this. And then agricultural assistance also, using this kind of application. Cyber security, and there are a lot of areas which is going to impact this. So basically, this is not a cut up job, which is changing the category of job. So now it will be how it will evolve. So it will be evolved based on how technology progress. So for any particular companies or for industries, how they are treating this, as how at which level the technology is going to evolve. The second thing is skill development. So are we ready to have that in a kind of a skill that will be available to replace the job? Then another thing is how industry progress, and related government, how it support for the this AI applications. And definitely it will risk to society, risk in the sense, when we say the cut off the jobs, which kind of job is going to replace. So earlier, if you see this replacement, so when ATM came, so bank tellers, bank cashiers and all that, these kind of jobs has been decreased. Okay, so Similar way, when mobile came, so landline related things, landline phones and other STD phones, and that job go down. When web came, the clerical work like the booking the tickets and all that, these kind of jobs is replaced. When robotics came, the assembly line workers in the mechanical industry, if you see, these kind of jobs went on. Then AI digital. So now, if you see, you can create any kind of digital pictures and movies and music also. You can give some input to the this program, and that will give you the tremendous output. So these kind of job is going to replace, according to this World Economic Forum, by 2025 around 90 million jobs going to in the risk is going to change, and it will be create a new opportunity more than 90 million support for the new job. So whenever there is job creator, they have job killer also. So AI instructor, AI designer, a developer, or AI user, this is a kind of a job which is going to increase in the future. So what kind of which kind of job category will be having cut off, or we can say the down area? So bank tellers related, but financial will have some impact. Then postal services, clerical work. This so all these kind of job is we can categorize as job category 3. So these kind of jobs will be currently impacting. In the future, what will happen, we cannot say. That will be depending on how evolve this technology. Then admin related, banking, marketing, vehicles, driverless cars, these kind of job going to impact. So at the similar point, there will be growth in some other area. For example, YouTube search engine specialist, then animators, thumbnails, machine language, data science, cloud, robotics, digital transformation specialist, agriculture equipment specialist. It's not a. I'm not talking about this manufacturing industry. So the user or specialist support for example, agriculture equipment we manufactured for this along with this AI. So how to use that, how to use that particular say machine, or say this application. So these kind of jobs will be definitely will be in medical field also, assistance. Currently, I heard that US have developed such a kind of AI applications which will be in very short time it will be analyzed and diagnose all your diseases and all that, and it also help in the operating the things, these kind of stuff. So altogether we can say there are opportunities also, and there are some cut up down also, as a new generation, as the students which are currently they are learning, and they are into initial seeker phase. They have a lot of opportunity, they can go into this area. At the same time, there are some risks for the experienced people. So definitely we have to evolve ourselves, or we have to cope up with the area. So this is all from my high level. So there are different kind of input for you guys to. There are some books like Impact of AI from Raju Malhotra. This guy is from India only, but he's working in some uh, professor or somebody in computer science area in the US. Then if you see there are a lot of input in the to further learning in the YouTube also for the AI. So you guys can handle these things, and this is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you,
Now
sir,
I would
for
ask
coming with
Mr.
such
Srimant More.
informative words. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Shikant Mori, sir, to continue the discussion.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
Shrivan, can
yeah,
continue.
hi. Srimant More this side, and currently I'm working at HackerOne as a product security analyst, and I'm having around 5 to 6 years of experience in security domain. And so regarding AI, so we are using this artificial intelligence, or to be more specific, large language models a lot in our current company. And so I'll keep it short, and I'll share a short story. So when this chat GPT and other things made public, so our tech founders, they started digging this space and exploring this space, and they developed this tool called HackerOne AI. And this tool is been live from past 8 months, and we have been using this tool a lot on daily basis. And this has automated our 80% of work. So this tool is like helping us a lot. So this is like one of the advantage. And so we all might have heard the rumors that AI might take our jobs. So I personally think that AI is not that much mature yet, because we have been using it, and I still believe that there's some human touch required to whatever output the AI is generating. And I have also developed a side project using GPT for all and Olama, and this is related to large language model itself. So if department wants, I'm able to like take hands-on session for students in the what do you say, AI, who are in the AI department.
Sure, sure, Srimant. We will
Yeah.
plan and we will let you know.
Okay, sure. That's all from my side.
Okay,
Now I
okay.
would like
Thank
to
you.
ask Mr. Tahir Nadab to share some insights.
Okay, one more thing I would like to tell you. Datta Patil, he is our alumni of the first batch. Um, the first person who spoke, he was the alumni of the first batch of computer science and engineering. Thank you, Datta, for sharing your views. And Srimant,
Thank you, ma'am.
uh-huh. So Srimant is also on the family tour. He has taken some time for us and shared his views. Thank you, Srimant. We understand that this is the last weekend of the December month.
Yeah, no problem, ma'am.
Uh-huh. So we will continue. We will continue with Tahir. Tahir, are you there?
Yeah. Hi everyone.
Uh-huh.
So my name is Tahir Nadaf. So I am currently working as a senior software engineer in Nithor Infotech. So like mostly I said that like, impact of AI and automation on job roles. Like we if we know what is the AI and how it will work, and what kind of thinking we require for the AI, because AI is generated by the humans to help the humans or increase the performance, right? So mostly I can say we are using the AI tools in our project also. So that is not removing our jobs, right? If we have some knowledge like data driven or like AI engineer knowledge, then data analysis knowledge, then problem solving knowledge, so it will just help to improve and to build the software with the more efficiently, like we have to reach the 100% accuracy, right? Or top notch softwares. Okay, so with the help of AI tools we can do that. And see in the automation job roles, it is impacting in the sense like there are some manual work, right? They get automated, like data adding or any PDF document we have to create. But sometimes we know what kind of, if you know the basic, like we have to how we can add those AI tools in our Excel or in our documents. So that kind of knowledge, then how it will impact your job. Okay, so in my project we are using the AI tools to optimize our code, and what are the bugs we can neglect, means what minimizing mostly bugs, and how the vulnerability is handled. Okay, so with the help of AI tool we are doing currently in our project. So that kind of smart tools of AI we can do in our project, right? So if the the basics and how it will work and how we can use those AI tools and manipulate in our daily work, so if you have those kind of knowledge, it will be helpful uh, boosting your knowledge also and your performance also, right? So if it is not impacting your job role, just you have to uh, look the another way how you can adapt the AI in your jobs and career goals. Okay, so with the help of that you can also learn the things that AI will help you. So mostly we are currently using it in the Excel. Okay, the our software we are using in Excel, so it will be help to analyze the data, whatever the possibility scenario, like calculation of the data. So with the help of AI tools we can do. But for the uh, to automate that thing, we need to some coding part is there, some human test there, right? As Sriman said. So those kind of knowledge you should have. So to learn AI tools and how to add in our project, those are the main things. And mostly, if you know how to uh, do smart works with the use of AI tool, it will be very good for us, and it will be also leverage your knowledge. And that is just to understand the complex problems, we can use the AI tools and to optimize them in a small chunks, right? So sometimes that will also we can do with the help of AI. So if in the in short time, so those way we can use the AI tools, right? So if we it's saying like impact of AI on job roles, it not that much, but if you have some kind of knowledge, like how we can tackle those things and how we can add those things in our project, we can also grow with the AI. So it will mostly in my project we are using like GitHub Copilot, if you are know, then Sonar Cube, then these kind of things we are using to analyze the codes and improve the our project quality and code quality. So just try to learn what are the AI, how it will work, and analysis, how it will be used in the analysis purpose of the data. So these kind of things we can know about the AI. So thank you, and learn what are the things with the AI, that it data related or robotics related, and skills which are required. If you know how to build the some basic knowledge like data analysis, problem solving, then you can grow with the AI also, and how we can utilize in our smart works. So it will be helpful for us. Thank you.
Thank you all our speakers for sharing their valuable perspective. Apart from that, I would like to invite other alumni to share their thoughts on the topic.
If any other alumni is also interested to talk on this topic, you are welcome here. It is not like sequentially we have to go on talking. It is just discussion forum we have kept. Any other alumni want to share their views on this topic? They are welcome here. Okay, we are having two more alumni from the first batch, Vikas Gaikwad and Amruta Kapse. Amruta, you welcome here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Would you like to add something? You first introduce yourself, Amruta.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, myself, Amruta More Tapse. Currently, I'm working as a director of Operati Solutions Private Limited and co-founder of Shashwat Swarajya. Shashwat Swarajya is our initiative to help entrepreneurs to grow their business, online business. So I'm helping them to grow their business through lead generation and all. And today I'm so happy, ma'am, you gave me opportunity to talk here. Thank you so much.
We are also very happy to see you, Amruta. We know always you are helping our department in different ways.
Yes. And,
so many of our alumni are on the different boards of the institute also, like DAC, DIQAC. They are always helping us, our students, for internships and other project works also. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Deep gratitude.
Okay. So we will move to the next topic, Zahur. Next discussion forum.
So next discussion forum will be on from classrooms to boardrooms, leadership lessons from alumni. Leadership is a journey, and we are privileged to have accomplished leaders among us to guide us and with their experiences. So first is Mr. Vikas Gaikwad, sir. He is vice president at Citibank with a remarkable 19 years of industry experience. Second is Mr. Moshin Inamdar sir, who is lead consultant at Saxon AI with over 10 years of experience. So let's now, I would like to invite Mr. Vikas Gaikwad sir to share his thoughts on transitioning from classrooms to boardrooms.
Yeah, hi. Thank you. Uh, I thought I'll be talking on the role of Agile and DevOps. Maybe can we take that first then, and then switch back to classroom to boardrooms, if possible. Otherwise, we can continue on classroom to boardrooms if anyone is interested.
Okay, fine, Vikas. You can continue.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Um, I would like to share something. If you can give me the access. Yeah.
Sir, now you can share the screen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. I think specifically, I'm not going to take a long time or not much time rather. We'll try to brief in terms of the role of Agile and the DevOps in the modern software engineering. The field itself, software engineering, is evolving one, and we are all witnessing that. And that makes this field different in comparison to the rest of the fields, specifically the manufacturing industry or the rest of industries we see across. Um, I think by this time, although I'm not um, in, in touch with the current curriculum what we are having in college and all, but I'm assuming that when we were in college, we had waterfall as a project methodology. Now, agile would be there. That's what I'm just assuming that, right? So there are few things which I'm keeping in mind, considering that most of you might be knowing different project methodologies. And with respect to that, I will try to go into the agile one. Obviously, whatever the next 4 or 5 minutes, what I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to teach or tell more about how the agile works, what are the different methodologies within the agile, and how they run and all. But I will just try to glimpse through those, and more focus would be how those are effective and useful. And as a student or as a colleague or as a friend, you should know the nuances of it, you should know the importance of it. And I think the first thing which I will start with, and I also want to end with, is embrace the change, right? I think that's the beauty of software engineering, which I have seen as a journey in almost 2 decades, close to 2 decades from now, and I'm seeing the same trend will be there for the upcoming years as well, right? So we'll try to see what is agile, then difference with waterfall. The concept, it came from manufacturing industry, although I written it's a mechanical industry. There are different frameworks within agile, like few companies follow Scrum, XP, Kanban, Lean, test driven development, or behavior driven development, or the scaled agile frameworks, which is a SAFe. um, we'll also try to see how agile is implemented across software industry. What you read, what you see in your company, obviously it's a different in comparison to the rest of companies. Why there is such kind of differences? What are the pro and cons of agile? Obviously waterfall, most of you might know what are the pro and cons, but that will also try to touch base. Obviously that's in very short. What are real challenges with respect to agile, and more about scaled agile and role of DevOps, and what is agile real estate. Obviously you don't need to know all this, so we'll just try to skim through it and to get to know what it is, right? Basically agile, I will not go into details of when it started back in 2002 or 4, and where we are and all. But in terms of the agile, and everything what I talk, I think it tied back to the simple fundamental principle is everything is changing, right? So that's the reason or in industry we keep calling change is the constant, right? So and that's what we are embracing. So we have to be adaptive, we have to be swift, we need to have agility to accept the things in terms of what new is coming, how that is beneficial to organization. And agile talks about that, right? So on one side it's a philosophy. Within agile we'll have different things to do, but basically it's a philosophy. It has set of principles saying that uh, how to tackle the current business problems swiftly, right? uh, we'll have iterative loops in terms of we see the waterfall as a more of structured methodology versus agile is the iterative methodology. We'll have continuous feedback, will be in constantly touch with the business sponsors or the product managers to understand what's their requirement, the product which we are designing, whether it meets their need or not. If it is not, can we do the change, can we scrap it, can we do it newly? And release on demand, and that's where on release on demand the DevOps importance comes in, right? um, so basically agile and the DevOps, they complement each other. And more importantly, it's a cultural change, or it's a mind shift change, right? uh, we kind of into a stigma saying that, okay, I got something. Imagine that um, you want to build something, right? Let's say you want to build something, and for that, obviously you start with the requirement, then design, post design you will actually try to code that, test it, and then post testing it will go into the production and so on. So that's a the pretty fundamental things what we see in the software industry. But instead of running that as a waterfall one after the other, or maybe there is some overlap between those, can we run those in iterations, right? So we'll have a spiral iterations, or there could be different kind of iterations wherein you will continuously try to see, you will try to develop minimum viable product, right? Basis that you will try to take a feedback. If it is good, okay, let's improvise it. If it is not, let's scrap few things, build it additionally, but continuously try to see what you are delivering or what you are building, it meets actually the needs of the end user. So at very high level, it's a customer centric approach. It means you are prioritizing customer satisfaction and regular feedback loops. In layman terms, the way we see the difference between C and C++, right? I'm trying to put some analogy. On one side, you have structured versus other side, you have object oriented language, right? So what is more important to us is like, uh, what is most important thing in terms of the development is whether you are getting a regular feedback, what product you are building at the instead of build everything at wait at the end and see that, okay, it meets the customer requirement. Can we constantly look at those requirements, can we prioritize those requirements and see that whatever the small pieces what we are delivering or developing, those meets those specific needs, right? um, if you look at the manufacturing industry, I think most of the things what we see across in the software industry, uh, I when I actually was managing the project as part of my project management certification PMP, I've seen that most of the concept has borrowed as it is from the manufacturing industry, be it terms of project management or communication plan management, estimation, cost, and everything, or most of it comes from the manufacturing industry. And it also comes with some of the fundamentals in terms of how to make that project lean, how to remove the waste, and so on. But obviously the question came as whether that meets the need of software industry or not, because the requirement or the world is changing very fast, right? So if you have to change along with that, then obviously we need a different terminology, different methodology, and all. And that's how this agile has come into picture, right? Instead of following the traditional waterfall, let's move on to something iterative, right? So that's the place from where this methodology has born. Iterative development. So whatever you want to deliver, let's chop it, break it into different task, create a different cycles, and try to deliver those into different sprint means every alternate 2 weeks or every alternate 4 months. You want to deliver something which is having a which will deliver value to a customer or to a end user, right? There are cross-functional teams. In traditional framework, what you have seen that you have a set of development folks. You keep calling that as a development team or development guys. Then you have testers, be assigned to your UAT testers. Then you have a production support task, staff, uh, and so on, right? So here it's like combination of multiple folks having a different skill set, and the team range from generally from 6 to 12, wherein the people or the folks are coming together. So we'll have a close collaboration among them, discuss that, divide that work among themselves. If there are problems, discuss among themselves. So you are getting a kind of one side agility, but on the other side you are also getting an empowerment to decide. If you have 100 things to do, what things you want to take it up for a particular 2 weeks or 4 weeks window and want to deliver that, right? And obviously it comes, and since it's a agility, it's also comes with flexibility as well, right? uh, Now this is about how you want to develop a product, but on the other side you obviously need someone who would bridge the gap between what goes into the production versus what your team is developing, right? And that's where the role of DevOps comes, wherein who bridge the gap between your development and the operations. And there are some automation tools to automate and streamline it so that you can release it on demand, right? And I think if you look at the live example, right? If you look at the Amazon, have you ever seen that Amazon is down, right? Doesn't that mean that they don't do any development? And I'm just talking about Amazon as an e-commerce website, right? Obviously they have different things and all, but if I look at the Amazon or the Flipkart as a e-commerce website, continuously they are delivering something, right? So, and that release on demand means they can release the code into production on daily basis as well, right? So that's how the evolution is coming up, right? So wherein earlier the world was something like, okay, you have to wait for 3 months and within, or 4 months maybe, or maybe 6 months, depending on company to company, to define a code, test it, and then finally deliver it after couple of months and so on. But now we are kind of living into the world wherein every day something gets released live into the production. And how that is being managed, obviously DevOps plays an important role there, right? If we go deep dive into that, we keep calling as a code word as a CE, CI, and CD. C means continuous exploration. Continuously you have to explore it. Continuously you have to integrate it. So whatever you build, you continuously have to integrate it, and continuously you will have to deploy it into the production, right? So continuous integration and continuous deployment, that's where the DevOps come into the picture. They help us in terms of automating things to put that into a production, right? There are different terminologies. Obviously, with respect to time, I will not go into details of it. But very importantly, you continuously get the feedback in terms of what you're doing, and that ensures that you are on the right path. There are some automation tools which are being used by DevOps like Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, and so on. Nowadays, I think you might have heard about it. Difference with waterfall concept and agile, right? So I covered most of part is like waterfall is sequential and linear, one after the other. Agile is the iterative, right? Or incremental in nature. Waterfall is rigid and less adaptable to change, and agile is highly flexible, right? So today I come and say that okay, we want to do this, and in terms of the waterfall, I will have a proper plan in terms to get those requirements. Once that is done, let me start with design, or maybe parallelly I will start with design, then I will start with development. And when I actually test it, and let's say there is requirement change, no, we don't want this UI, right? I want to have some different UI, or there is something sudden change in the market and I want to change this requirement and want to have something, it impacts everything. And that's the reason you will the changes are rigid in waterfall, versus for agile you are doing those in iterations. And the team, and as I said, it's a mindset, right? So you are into a cultural mindset that okay, yesterday you work on something, right, and today you got a different things, like whatever you did, I will not say it's a scrap, but there is a change into that, right? Or there is a change in the priority, and you are today you are working on something else. So basically or that's how the industry tells that agile gives more output compared to waterfall, at least in the software industry. And that's the reason you will see a trend almost across all all organizations within the software industry are now following the agile. Right? Waterfall is useful when you have a project with well-defined requirements. So you are very well in terms of saying that, okay, I want to, let's say, for example, build a car. And when you say you want to build a car, you are very, you are very much aware about what are those requirements in terms of, okay, what kind of color of that car, you know, how many wheels it would be, where the steering mount. So it comes with so many things, right? So it is good if you know requirements very well in advance and those are very crisp and clear. Right? Versus agile, obviously, as I said, the requirements keep getting changed. Customer feedback is usually gathered at the end, right? So the car which you see on the road, right? So if you want to take a feedback, obviously when the dealer delivers that car, or when the manufacturer actually uh, perform the road show and say that, okay, now this car is, we will start the production of this car and will deliver those cars, right? And then they will keep getting the feedback, and the complaints could be positive or negative, and accordingly maybe in the next version they will try to do the changes and will try to remove that, which is not the thing with the agile, right? So if you do something and then immediately get the feedback, basis that you can do the changes and all. Waterfall deliver at the end of project, and agile you are delivering something after every 2 weeks or after every 4 weeks, right? What are different frameworks within agile? Agile, I said, it's a philosophy. So within agile you have a different framework, right? So waterfall is a framework. So within agile you have a different framework. Obviously it will take a long time to go through what is in by scrum, xp, kanban. Just uh, there are different things like TDD is test driven development, wherein somebody is writing the test cases first and then you are developing the code. Behavior driven development, somebody is writing the behavior, how this user is interacting with the system, and what are the different things I want to get to know from that particular system. So those are written in BDD, or and basis that somebody is doing that code and doing the testing. um, SAFe is predominantly used for large organizations, wherein you'll have multiple teams sharing the common vision and the goal, and there are teams of teams, right? So as I said, we'll have, let's say, team of 10 guys working on something. Similarly, there will be another 10 guys working on something, and imagine that there are 10 such teams. So you have, let's say, 100 folks working on a common goal or common requirement. I will not say requirement, but at a big level it's a something big application, which is divided into different teams. So for such kind of things you require SAFe, scaled agile framework. It means it can scale up to organization. Most importantly, how agile implemented across software industry, I think that's very important. um, Teams being called as the scrum team, somebody may call that a squad team. But agile is implemented differently across the industry. Although there are many books, there are many materials available, there are coaches, agile coaches and all, but ultimately what matters is what is best for your organization, what is the mindset or the culture of that organization. So basis that, you may say that although same framework, let's say if I talk about scrum or safe, or for that purpose kanban, is implemented differently across the software, implemented differently per organization. So it depends on the organization need basis and their cultural mindset, right? Pro and cons, where to use what, right? So when to use agile and when not to use. Obviously the way I have seen, I have been working on the agile from almost uh, 8 to 9 years, from 8 to 9 years now, and I can see that almost every project can be run on the agile. But a principal guideline is, if your requirements are very clear and it's not going to get changed, if everything is in place in terms of what needs to be done, the waterfall looks to be better model. And wherein the requirement get changed, agile looks to be, it will take a precedence, right? um, Importantly, what are real challenges, right? So on books it all looks funky dory, right? I mean, everything is good and all, but in reality there could be challenges wherein let's say you have defined that, okay, your team is of, let's say, 10 folks, 2 or 3 will be doing some coding, 2 3 will be doing the testing, there will be a product owner, there will be a scrum master, and they are running a show. right? So you have given a task to deliver something in 2 weeks time, or you decide something to deliver something in 4 weeks time. Obviously, nothing goes as planned anywhere, right? So there will be always challenges wherein, some folks will fall sick, some will go on leave. There will be changes, there will be some old bugs which is coming up, which will impact your existing deliverables. Suddenly, you realize that, okay, I have estimated something, I have planned something, but in reality there is something else. So you are uncovering something else, or maybe your colleagues, or the team members or the folks within that teams are not that competitive. So your velocity, it means the rate at which you will be delivering, uh, I mean, in agile terminology we keep calling it a story point, but to put in layman terms, you decided to deliver something but you can't deliver it, right? So there will be some human behavior related chaos as well, right? So there will be some egos, because obviously when you bring 8 to 10 folks together, obviously there will be forming, norming, and fighting and all. So somebody also has to take care of that. So those are the real on ground challenges. I'll not say those are not there in the waterfall, but these will be more in the agile, because you have to, collaboration is the important thing, right? That matters for the agile. um, I know that I have taken a long time, so maybe I'll skip this more about scaled agile and role of DevOps in ART, and maybe I'll stop here. But again, come back to the first thing which I said: embrace the change. If you want to be in the software industry, either you want to survive, or either you want to scale up. I think the funda is very clear: embrace the change.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such a valuable insights. Now, I would like to ask Mr. Prasant Hingne to continue this discussion. He is a senior database engineer at Factum with more than 10 years of experience in the field.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We will complete the discussion forum, that is role of agile and DevOps first. Then we will move on to the Mohsin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Hello. Yeah. So I won't take much time. Most of points already Vikas covered, so I won't repeat those things. I just try to summarize things what he discussed. Okay. So basically, the role of agile and DevOps in modern software engineering. So in every organization, basically who are working in software industry, I hope, I believe they are working on one problem statement, or they are working on one goal to achieve, like to fulfill clients' requirements by providing a solution or software which is well tested, scalable, error free. So in short, they are looking for quality product to be delivered to client, so that we can make them happy. So the very first point is it's client centric. So to achieve this goal, mainly we need to work on two areas, I believe. One is like what all steps we need to take to achieve our goal, and second part is how to achieve that goal, means how to execute those steps. These are two, I believe, two parts of fulfilling our goal. So the first part, right, what all steps we need to take to achieve goal, that something comes as part of agile. So it's more on project management side, where we are as a team we work on various models. So all teams come together, let it be developers, product team, or testers, deployment team. So all they come together, they work in that sprint, and they come up with the solution. So the sprint will be maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they come up with the solution. And the second part, like how to achieve this goal, that's something DevOps comes in picture. So let it be front end, back end, ETL, or maybe infrastructure as a code, right, where we can just spin up any. Let's take example of AWS, where we want to just procure any server. So in ancient times, we had to like wait for 2-3 weeks, where our infra team will come in the picture. They will approve our infra provisioning request, and then we'll get one of the infra. Let's say we want any virtual machine, any Linux server. So the waiting period was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like that, right? But with the help of the DevOps automation, if you're going with say any cloud provider, something like AWS, so with the Terraform script, you can provision your infrastructure within few minutes. So this in this way, right, we are automating many things, and we are trying to deliver things in better way in shorter period of time. So that's all about. I can summarize whatever points Vikas shared with us. Agile and then DevOps. Yeah, thank you so much, Team CSE, for giving this opportunity to talk to you and share my ideas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. Now I would like to ask Mr. Milind Poddar to share his thoughts. He's a technical lead at Momentive Software with experience more than 9 years in the field.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I think Prashant and Vikas has already explained lots of things, and it was kind of a good detailed way that they have explained. I'll just touch with few points. Like the agile is basically like kind of it's a mindset for the teams that drive the products and breaking down the products into the smaller parts and delivering those to the customer. So agile and DevOps will complement each other perfectly. The agile ensures how we build the product in the right way, and DevOps ensures that we deliver it right. And together, they reduce the time to market and improve the software quality and foster the culture of collaboration and accountability. So it they actually help customer or in a team in indirectly the teams to deliver their product in a faster manner in shorter time. So user will not experience like downtime or any lag in the request that he's made with that particular product. Or if there is any bug that he is actually experiencing on a production and he wanted to fix as quickly as possible. So agile and DevOps, these two fields in software industry like helped a lot to move that particular fix in live environment. Yeah, so that's kind of few points from my end. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing some insights. Now I would like to ask Mr. Arfaz Mushrif to share his thoughts and experiences. He works at TCS.
Hello everyone. I'm not,
Hello, Arfaz.
uh, so thank you for giving me this opportunity. I am Mohammad Afaz Musrif, and I'm working with TCS as a quality analyst for almost 5 years. So yeah, I mean for the role of Agile and DevOps in the modern software engineering, I mean pretty much like uh, the previous three alumni, they have spoken, all of it. So I have something to explain. I would like to explain how it will benefit, the both agile and DevOps will benefit the students when so for agile and DevOps, like these are the standard practices in the tech industry today. And while learning, about these practices, college students will be well prepared for the expectations of modern workplaces, and it will help agile and DevOps. It will help students to understand how teams work together in the company, like in the short cycles, or as we say in sprints, to deliver the feature or product incrementally. And like they will become familiar with working in iterative processes rather than lengthy and rigid project plans. And by learning DevOps, they will get the idea of automating and integrating development and operations. This knowledge is valuable as many companies expect developers to be familiar with deployment pipeline and to ensure continuous integration and delivery. So they will by learning agile and DevOps, they will get the knowledge and get the idea of how to work better in collaboration and time management, and like what is adaptability, and how students can become comfortable with changing requirements and working in the fast paced environments. And they will get the idea of how real world applications and practical experiences is carried on into the uh, IT industry. So to summarize, it will be very helpful for the students to get familiar with the agile and DevOps practices. Yeah, so that's it from my side.
Thanks for
Thank you, sir.
thank you all the speakers
Thank you,
for
Arfaz.
sharing their insights. I would like to ask other alumni to share their perspectives and insights.
Our one discussion forum is left yet. From classrooms to boardrooms, leadership lessons from alumni. So I request Mohsin to continue.
Hello everyone, good evening. I
Good
guess
evening.
it's been like more than 2 years we didn't meet and didn't had this virtual meeting, or maybe yeah, I left it. I'm not sure about that. Since like then so many things has been changed. Like I have joined other organization and it's been my like a fifth organization right now. So I believe nobody's from ADCT student, right? All are alumni. Am I correct?
Yes, yes, all are alumni.
Okay. So there are like few things. So I can speak on the classroom to boardroom. So who are like senior to me, they all I must be like they must be achieved whatever they want, and they had certain goals in their life professionally. To be honest, I this kind of discussion like I can say that people needs who are less than 3 or 4 years of experience, or I can say that 6 years of experience, because they didn't reach to lead or a certain point that uh, they can achieve, or they can go through as per their goal. They can set it up with their annual appraisal, or they can keep it in their mind that if they want to achieve something in their life in professionally, so they can set a goal and they can chase it. So I believe I can talk about the classroom to boardroom. Like whenever you'll be going through a specific interview process in their life, or I can say that if suppose they are going through a new onboarding session in new organization, so they can rely on that what they are going to see in their next organization. First of all, to to summarize it, like how many years they have, and what the skill set they have. Like if suppose they have 2 to 3 years of experience, and they'll be a developer, or tester, or product or analyst, or senior software engineer. So they can set a goal that in 2 to 3 years they'll be achieving the lead, or technical lead, or any kind of like assistant manager role for themselves. So they can set their goals as per or according to the organization. So I have gone through the like 4 organization in my past. So every organization has their own set of rules. Like Capgemini won't allow you to have back-to-back appraisals. In FTI consulting, they'll be like changing your roles and responsibility every 6 months or 3 months, I believe. And in Wipro Limited, if you're stuck with one project, then it will last it long for you, until you leave. So they won't have something kind of internal switching, or they won't allow you to change your project or your location as well. So as per the condition, you can analyze it, and you can set your goals. You can do the research more on that, whenever you'll be thinking about a specific roles or responsibility, or any kind of a certification. So you can go for that. And if suppose you have something in your mind that I can take a break and pursue post graduation, So that will be also a good thing, because nowadays, like if you have seen Naukri, or any job portal, they'll ask you about what is your you know what you have done in masters, like post graduations, and they'll ask about your certification. So it will be like added advantage in your life to achieve to next level. uh, I believe like ADCET will conduct these certification programs, because in our batch in 2013 they have organized one MCP certification. Am I correct? And I guess
Yes,
70
yes.
to 80%.
.NET
Yeah,
and other Microsoft platform certifications we had done that time. Yeah.
correct. So it helps me to grow, that it lasted long for like a year or 2 years as per their validity. But it helps me to get a specific job and specific .NET streamline in my that time projects. So I believe like you can continue to achieve this certification program at their end. And it's like a good thing, I believe, because once you have done any kind of certification, so the interviewers or any kind of recruiter will shortlist you on the basis of that. Just because like you have done any kind of certification, it doesn't mean that you have more knowledge, but it means that you have much caliber, or you are more eligible than a non-certified person or resource. So that will that will change anybody's mind, that if suppose you have done any kind of certification, any kind of training, or any kind of courses, so it will help you to grow. um, and I believe if suppose you are looking for like there are like two streamlines in organizations. There are like a management and technical. So after tech lead, you can choose your stream, that if you want to go into the management side, you can do few courses like a PMP is there. There are other courses are there, and you can choose the management. And if suppose you are looking for a technical aspects, then you can go for the technical architect, or the senior architect position. So these things are like there. I believe right now any certification is happening in ADCT or not? Any kind of like a technical, non-technical, or helping people to achieve this GRE, TOEFL.
We do programs for abroad education wherein we give them inputs on GRE TOEFL. On technical front, like we have a honors program running for cloud architect. So what we do is like we float in three cloud platforms and expect students to take at least one of the global certification, maybe in Microsoft Azure or Amazon AWS. So that is over and above their basic credits that they take. So the students who are at like higher end in terms of their CPA scores, so they have an option of doing these honors program. So through that we push these global certifications to students.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that's a good thing. And if suppose any grad has done like a 2 years of experience in technical or software engineering, they can also pursue this masters, and it will be helpful for them, because their work ex will be beneficial for them. And it will help them to get a specific assistantship in overseas, like US, UK. You can get easily any kind of assistantship over there, and it will be helpful for your throughout the MS or MIS journey. So you can look into that and achieve your goal. But before that, you can set your goals, whatever things you want in your life. So you can set it up first, that after 5 years you'll be seeing yourself in that position. So you should be preparing for that from now. And on the basis of that, you have to follow your all these steps. Don't worry about the failures may come in your path, but you should think about your success after getting or doing study for 5 years or kind of like 2 years for masters. So it will be helpful for getting a job in abroad or overseas. So yeah, that's the point I have to make. Yeah, so that's it from my end.
Yes, thank you, Mohsin. So, yes, sir.
Yes, madam.
Uh, uh, you will like to add something?
Yeah. First of all, like my sincere apologies to the alumni. I got caught up in the traffic, and unfortunately, I was supposed to join at 6:15, but I joined late at 6:40. Thank you for sparing time. I can understand though it is an online meeting and at a short notice. But one more good announcement that I have from my end, like we will be having a physical alumni meet probably in the month of February this time, and it would be conducted in Pune, so that it would be convenient for the. We will be having a venue. We'll share the details with you through all the new WhatsApp groups that we have created recently. So we are trying to reach out to all the batches since the inception of our department, and we would like to appeal. I would like to appeal on this platform that try to make it possible, because it is a physical meet. After a long time, we'll be doing it in Pune also, because the coming down to Asta at times become difficult for alumni also. So considering those factors, we thought of having alumni meets at different locations like Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore. So this time we are meeting it at Pune. So we'll get in touch with you with the venue and other details in due course of time. But tentatively it will be in February, right, madam? If I'm not wrong, it is February.
Yes, sir. It is 22nd February.
Okay, so date is also finalized. It is 22nd February. So I would request all the alumni to lock your calendars and try to make it to the event. A lot of people have contributed today to for a lot of panel discussion sessions also here. At times, the many of you have been part of our board of studies also. Also, some of you have helped in framing curriculum, teaching our teachers also. Like Madam was telling, Milind has helped us during lockdown to teach on DevOps, and we feel proud when you people come back and teach us and tell that these are something which is required in the industry. And Milind, if you are in meeting, I would like to share, like we have added now Docker as course to our students, final year students. So we teach them Docker, Kubernetes after you taught us Docker. So your hand holding and helping is really helping us to give advanced things to our current students, and I thank from bottom of my heart and department for your continuous support, looking forward to such support in near time also. We have Sandeep Magdum sir in the meeting, if I'm not wrong. Sandeep, are you on the call?
Yeah, yes. Hi, sir.
Yeah. You would like to add something? Over to you. Like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So thank you, Sohail, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me for this alumni meet. I guess I'm meeting all of you people first time virtually. Mostly, I guess I met in the last alumni meet, which was at ADCET, happened in the last year. But maybe I just introduce myself and then I will have a discussion. So I'm Sandeep Magdum. I'm currently looking after the training and placement cell. So they lead this training and placement cell. And thank you so much, all the management and especially Suhail sir for this wonderful opportunity. So one more thing, I'm also alumni of a college. I did my PG from ADCT itself. So happy to be part of this. Now, going ahead, yes, as Sir said, Suhail sir said, we are going to have a meeting, alumni meet soon in the next year, which is at Pune itself, which is very important part. I guess most of the alumni can join, and they can enjoy interaction with their fellow colleagues and batchmates. So currently, I just wanted to give some insights about the training and placement cell. I know many of you know Dr. Sohail Sayed sir, who was a TPO for almost long period of time and who has done a very good job. We can say he has set up a benchmark where we have empaneled with most of the companies, and we are consistently doing the placement. Now, taking this ahead, I have a bit a responsibility to take this number ahead and take this responsibility ahead, adding some of the best organizations for the campus placements, internship, projects. So having a lot of industry interactions, we are taking it forward. Currently, we are focusing on empaneling all the best service sector industries. Recently, we have done empanelment for Zensar, Cognizant, and many more. We are in the pipeline, even the sort we are planning for. So, whatever best organizations are there which are hiring in bulk, we are trying to onboard them for the wonderful opportunities. Even apart from this, our target is also to focus on some of the niche companies, product based companies into IT and allied sectors where the students will get a better opportunity. And even at the other side, that is at the academic side, we all HODs aligned together and working ahead that how we can improve the quality of the students so that they can be able to compete the top colleges, even students, and we can say fulfill the criteria or a requirement of an organization. So hats off to all the faculty members and the HODs who are taking efforts for this. Now coming back to alumni, I guess this is my first interaction, but yes, soon we will meet in February and we will have a wonderful discussion. But going ahead, I'll be proactively uh, part of this alumni meet where we can basically interact, and I wanted to share some of the updates about the placement, but even I expect some of the cooperation from your end in case if you have any of the requirement for internship or any of the placements. I would be happy to interact with you and take this ahead. If any of your organization is looking forward for a fresh graduates, definitely we can take this ahead. Why ADCT? Now, in terms of, I'll just to clarify you so that you'll also have idea back of the mind that why ADCT. I know you all are alumni, so you know very well about ADCT, but there are some of the changes happening in the last few years which you might be aware of, or maybe I wanted to add. So ADCT is NAC A++ now. We are already accredited with NBA. We have already completed 3 cycles. A lot of certifications are being done. Students are upskilled on various different technologies. Now the students are following the new trends which are coming up, like latest technologies on data analytics, AI, and most of the other full stack, one stack, and other technology development, even in DevOps. So HODs must have put this in detail, obviously, but uh, we have planned something different. Like we focus on training the students based on the industry requirements. So we tap some of the industries, we discuss, interact with them, and think about the long-term association where we can help them to continuously provide a pipeline, or we can say a talent pipeline, which will help them to take this ahead as a, again in the leadership, uh, we can say, uh, in their leadership plan, even like from the graduates to leadership. So most of the strategic organizations we are trying to tap, and we are trying to reach out to them. So in case if you are working and in your organization, if somebody is looking for, or if you have any of the requirement, definitely I would like to interact with you and reach out to you, not only over the phone, even I can come to office and interact with your team. So please feel free to discuss. I will share my details on this chat box also, even on the mail. Soon I'm going to get this, your contact details, where I'll be sharing you the recent updates about the training and placement. So thank you so much. I know it's a very short time where we can interact, but thanks a lot. Looking forward to interact and make this association more stronger. Being a part of the alumni also, I would like to contribute and expect that your cooperation will help. And not only for the placement, even we are very happy. We are very interested to invite you for some of the very important sessions which you all are doing again, but wherever required we'll definitely reach out to you. Thanks a lot. Thank you all the HODs, coordinators, for inviting me and giving this opportunity to interact with all these people. Thanks a lot. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next, to bring this inspiring session closer to home, I would like to invite one of our internal faculty alumni, Professor Rutuja Patil ma'am, to share their career journey, experiences, and word of wisdom.
Yes. Good evening, all. Dear esteemed alumni, respected faculty members, and fellow students, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome you to our alumni meet. I'm honored to stand before you today, not just as an alumni, but also assistant professor at ADCT, to share my thoughts and reflection on this special occasion. As I look around this familiar campus, I am filled with nostalgia. Memories of my time as a student uh, came flooding back. The laughter, the late night study sessions, the friendship, and the lessons learned. This institute has played a significant role in shaping me into the person I am today. And I am so grateful for these experiences and opportunities it provided. Our college has a rich history of producing talented individuals who have made a mark in their respective fields. The values, skills, and knowledge imparted to us during our time here have been instrumental in our personal and professional growth. And I'm proud to say that uh, alum- as our college has been a catalyst for many success stories, and I am sure many of you will agree with me on this. Today, as an assistant professor, I have the privilege of giving back to the institute that gave me so much. Uh, it's a best experience to be teaching and mentoring students in ADCET classrooms where I once sat as a student. I must say, it's a challenging yet rewarding experience, and I am constantly inspired by the enthusiasm and curiosity of our students. As alumni, we have a unique opportunity to reconnect with our roots, then flourish our old friendships and make new bonds. Our collective experience and expertise can be valuable resource for our college, and I encourage you to all to stay engaged with the institute and with each other. Let's work together to build a strong alumni network that benefits both the college and its members. And in closing, I would like